Hi everybody, we're here this week with another stop on our video tour, and we're here this morning for Fine Arts Festival, where we have bussed in the students from Flores Elementary and some other elementary schools to see many of our fine arts programs for a few minutes to see what might be waiting for them as they get ready for high school. The students here this morning will hear from our mariachis, our high school choir, JV band, varsity band, combined choir, jazz band, and wind ensembles. So our students in 5th and 6th grade attended this today, and they can start seeing what they can get involved with when they go to junior high next year. So we want to encourage you to talk to your students about fine arts. A lifelong benefit comes from being part of the fine arts department, whether that's theater or music or band or whatever it might be. Encourage your students to get involved and call your campuses to learn more about that as we look forward to our 5th and 6th graders going on into Morales Junior High next year. Hello everybody, we're here again on our weekly tour of highlighting our students and programs across the district. Earlier this week, as you will see on the video, we were at the Fine Arts Recruitment program that we actually bussed our elementary students in to watch a lot of our fine arts programs, show an example or examples of music and song that would hopefully draw interest in our fine arts programs at the high school, and those younger students can see all the good things that they can participate in once they get to high school. But we're here today in the choir department, very excited that as our students all across Uvalde High School continue to impress and amaze all of us. Today, feature of our Uvalde High School choir, which secured a sweepstakes at the UIL Region 11 competition on March 29th. Now, as we've talked, we've had the pleasure of several of our programs here at the high school to achieve a sweepstakes award. And a sweepstakes award, let me remind you, is the highest honor that a fine arts program can get in their competitions. And so you have to have all ones or a combination of ones and very few twos to get a sweepstakes award. So we're very proud of our choir and want to thank the program so much for the way they've represented our community and our school and their families and their directors. Just a wonderful opportunity for us to recognize this outstanding award. The choir is under the leadership of Karen McCarty. Now, Ms. McCarty, I understand this is the first year that the choir has brought the sweepstakes earning back to the high school. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, the only plaques that I can find prior to this are from 1964, so it's been at least 60 years since something like this has happened. Yeah. We've occasionally gotten a one on stage or a one in sight reading, but never straight ones across the board. Yeah. So this was quite an accomplishment.
That's outstanding. Now, I know these performances usually are centralized in the region a little bit. Can you tell us where you performed this time? Or where was the competition?
This was in Schertz at Samuel Clemens High School.
They have a beautiful facility over there at Clemens. Yeah,
they do.
I sure do. Well, it looks like that the choir performed a piece called An Irish Blessing.
That's
Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, and we're here. We're going to hear a little bit. Are we going to hear a little bit of that song or another one?
No, a different one.
A different one. Okay, so the choir is going to perform a little bit for us in just a few minutes. At this time, we have some students we'd like for you to hear from, a little bit about the program, a little bit about the competition, a little bit about recruitment. So, Ms. McCarty, if you'll introduce our students, I think we're going to start here and see what they have to say about the program.
We're going to start with our tenor, Armando Perez III.
Well, what would you say, is there a place for everybody as a young student coming up in the choir program? Can they, even if they don't think they might sound good at the time, is there a place for them where they can learn and grow in choir?
Yes, sir. There's always a place there for everyone in choir.
Good. Well, in all of our programs, we want to be inclusive, that everybody has a chance. And so what you're saying is, even if, like me, you can't carry a tune, I could maybe still have a place in the program somewhere, right? Moving my lips or something,
yes, sir,
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And who is next to speak?
Samantha Rivera.
Okay, Samantha.
Lead altos, solo.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Samantha. I'm a senior here at Uvalde High School. I've been in choir for, I would say, almost 6 years, 5 or 6 years. And my personal experience being in choir, the best way that I can simply put it is it's been a blessing. You know, working with all of these people and Miss McCarty and everybody, it's a wonderful experience. We've done a lot of things together as a group, and it has really brought us closer to each other. And I think that's the reason why we work so well together, because not only are we good classmates, but we're also really good friends. And being able to go to UIL and improve our score from last year has been an amazing accomplishment, and I honestly don't think I could have asked for a better group.
And to make it happen when you're a senior. That's a good legacy to leave, right? Very well put, Samantha. Thank you very much. And while we're waiting for our microphones to get switched, this is, when we say sweepstakes, this is still part of the University Interscholastic League of competitions in fine arts and athletics and other areas. And so the competition is stiff at this level. And I'm sure you saw, I don't know if y'all got to see some other choirs participate while you were there?
Yeah, a few. Competition is tough. I mean,
bet.
they have to be able to, they give them a piece of music that they have to learn in 6 minutes and sing it, and they basically did that perfectly with just a few little baubles. It's
Now,
amazing.
I've heard from choir directors and band directors through the years that 6 minutes you have to prepare for sight reading is the most stress that you ever have as a director. Is that probably true?
It is stressful, but I believed in these kids. I knew they were going to do it. I knew the preparation was there, and when I went into it, and I think the students went into it this year, we knew we had it.
Yeah.
We knew
Well,
we were
if
there.
just for our audience, the sight reading portion of the competition in band and choir is, and correct me if I'm wrong, you get a piece of music or song,
That's right.
and you have to agree at 100% that you've never seen that piece before.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And then you have just a few minutes, 6 minutes here, to go over it, point out certain things, and then you have to perform it. And to have a 1, that it mean you performed it at the most excellent rating that you could possibly get. And so that is a lot of pressure for our young people, but you can see how they performed under pressure as well.
Yep.
So Joelle, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to hear from Joelle.
All right, I'm Joel Ibarra. I'm a senior. I've been in choir for like about a year. Greatest thing I've ever done.
Oh, great, yeah.
If you're thinking about join it. It's really great. I mean, at first it's kind of awkward because like you don't really know anybody, but you build like such a big family, and the atmosphere is so great, and you build really great skills like listening and improving your lungs, right?
Yeah, had all this with it.
And it's so amazing because like it's so fun to sing songs and learn and get to do it like all your friends and stuff. And plus, for my guys, girls, it's a really good thing. You can serenade them, okay? You're like a man who can sing.
Okay, I had some good tips there for you guys. Well, hey, thanks for all of our students for sharing some information with our audience. And we're going to take a short break, and the choir is going to set up for just a second, and we're going to hear from them.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Patterson. I'm a senior this year, and we won a really big award in more than 60 years. And it's just a big opportunity for us to do this, and it was really amazing for us to like win such a big award. And I've been in choir for 6 years, and 6 years that I've been in choir, we've never won an award together as a group. So having this big old family, loving each other and celebrating with each other was just one of the most heart-feeling moments of my life, especially as a senior.
You know, everyone, our students continue to be provided opportunities to engage in new experiences and many opportunities to achieve recognition beyond the boundaries of our district. And recently, we have just had a run of outstanding competitions and performances through all of our fine arts and athletics and other areas. So today we want to bring recognition First, congratulations to our UHS Wind Ensemble. On March 29th at the UIL Region 11 Middle School and High School competition held in Eagle Pass at the Gonzalez Fine Arts Center, our Uvalde High School Wind Ensemble brought home Sweepstakes Award. They earned a 1-1-2 in the concert portion and straight 1-1-1 in sight reading in the UIL Region 11 competition. And this is the first time since 2008 that both Uvalde High School concert bands have earned sweepstakes. Now, I'd just like to take a quick opportunity to let you know that the Sweepstakes Award is the highest award that our fine arts performance band, choir, the different types of bands, mariachi, all of our fine arts programs in competition at the high school, the highest rating they can get is sweepstakes. And so we're so proud of the way that our fine arts have represented our district and the high school and their families and each other. It's just a pleasure to visit with them, and they have just had an outstanding year. Our symphonic band brought home sweepstakes as well. The group earned 2 1s and 1-2 in the concert portion and straight 1s in the sight reading, and it's the first career sweepstakes honors for Director Marcos Molina. And we are proud of our students and the staff and our directors and assistant directors as we continue just to bring home the awards in almost every area of our fine arts. It's so refreshing and just outstanding to see these kids perform. Now, on March 30th, Uvalde High School, Morales Junior High, and Batesville's 7th grade students visited the Texas Capitol. The visit began early in the morning. We left early in the morning, around 5:45 from Uvalde on a chartered bus provided by the Just Keep Living Foundation of Matthew and Camilla McConaughey. Now, our first stop began at the Texas House of Representatives, where they were in session, and our local representative, Tracy King, took the podium on the floor of the House of Representatives and recognized our students who were sitting up in the gallery looking down on the work that was being done in the House of Representatives. And we appreciate Mr. King. He recognized our students and how special they were. All of our students were able to rise and be applauded by all of the representatives in the state of Texas, and so it was a special moment for us. Really enjoyed that. And then the leadership group, we walked across the rotunda upstairs to the Senate chamber, where the Senate was in session, and our Senator Roland Gutierrez stopped the proceedings on the floor of the Senate, took the microphone, and just really acknowledged our kids, said many, many great things about them and Uvalde and their leadership. And then he, after that session in the Senate, we were able to tour the Capitol. One of those stops, Senator Gutierrez walked over to his office and had a discussion outside in the foyer of his office to discuss many things dealing with legislative process. He said he'd be happy to discuss letters of recommendation for our students moving on to higher education. And we want to thank Mr. King and Senator Gutierrez for taking time out of their busy schedules to spend time with their students. It really meant a lot. Our students were dressed very professional in matching Uvalde's shirts and slacks and dresses, and they just looked great. They acted great, and it was a pleasure to be able to accompany them. And then the visit continued with a tour of the Capitol, the rest of the Capitol, learning about the history of the building. And then after that, we had lunch at the Texas Law Center in the State Bar Room, on lunch provided by Senator Gutierrez's office. We sat in groups and just enjoyed and talked about the morning and discussing experiences, many sharing that this was their first visit to the state capitol. And concluding the day was a really special visit with Justice Rebecca Huddle at the Texas Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court building is right there close to the Capitol, and this visit included a tour of the court, an interactive discussion with Justice Huddle, and a little question and answer, and Justice Huddle handed out prizes, dictionaries that were signed by her to many of our students. Now, we want to say a special thank you to Justice Huddle for taking the time, because she the students sat in the chairs of the audience, and she spent about 45 minutes just discussing what the Supreme Court did, what the purpose was, and how the justice system worked with the three branches. And it was just a wonderful experience, and really appreciate her. We also went to where the justices robed, put on their robes back in their area where they rested, and took breaks, and also the students were able to sit in the Supreme Court, the big chairs that they have, and take pictures with the justice. So it was a fun time. It was a full day of recognition and experiences. We're thankful to Just Keep Living Foundation for funding the trip, including the charter bus, meals, and support with clothing. And finally, this afternoon, we want to say congratulations to Uvalde High School senior Kylie Reed. She is a recipient of a full-ride scholarship, the Terry Scholarship, to UTSA. The Terry Scholarship the Terry Scholar, who meets all scholarship continuation requirements, can receive up to 8 semesters of undergraduate funding for tuition, fees, books, housing, and meal plans. Kylie, congratulations. We're so proud of you, and I know your family is thankful and proud of you as well. And for those of you who may not know, most of the scholarships that are presented to students would only cover tuition. But this Terry Scholar covers fees, books, housing, and meal plans, which Kylie's parents will learn to greatly appreciate. So Kylie, congratulations again, and best of luck at UTSA. And parents, as always, if you need more information about any events that we've talked about or any upcoming activities or issues, please contact your child's campus. Call us here at the central office, and we have people that are ready and willing to help. It's been another great week. It's this part of the spring, as we look forward to the next 4 to 6 weeks, are always very, very busy. We've got a lot coming up, and we'll be talking to you much more about that in the week to come. So thank you all for tuning in, and it's a great week in Uvalde, and we'll look forward to a better week next week. Thank you.